Do you think Christianity is a positive for America, or do you think it kind of can go?
I think it can kind of go. No, not kind of actually. No, I think it's a negative at the end of the day. I think it's a negative. Um, I would be careful and in this it can kind of get nuanced and technical, but to separate out like what I think we're seeing where with Christian nationalism influencing politics and that voting block, and they kind of feed into one another. So evangelical fundamentalism feeds into Christian nationalism, but then not all Christian nationalists are evangelical. Some are Catholic. And then some are just like cultural Christians that propagate what I believe is the myth that Western culture was founded upon Christian ideals. When I would point to more like, the birth of the scientific method and rational thought and the Enlightenment as birthing what we kind of understand to be Western culture today. So I'd be careful to separate out people's personal faith. My issue is when personal faith begins to consolidate power within government. And whenever we try to apply our personal faith to everyone else, that's the danger. Like, I'm 100% pro-religious freedom. I don't think that we should force or attempt to force anyone to not believe. We should just drown it out over time with better ideas. I very much believe in religious freedom, even though I think it's damaging. I think what's more damaging at the end of the day is any one group consolidating power enough to exert their will over another group. So for me, like foundationally at the base, my politics are anti-concentrated power. Like, be that state, markets, religion. I don't want any one group holding too much power that they can exert that power over other groups.
Yes, and I think that happens a lot. And the thing with political power, it can be concentrated, and when you combine that with religion, I think it's combustible. I think it can be very dangerous
because you get just the surety of religion, which sometimes you can't argue with religious people, because if God said it, they're so completely convinced of that fact that there is no data you can give to them. There is no argument that you can make that will change their mind. And if you combine that with political power, you get like this very dangerous and potent mix. And you see that in like specific representatives and people with executive power of the country. Got Pete Hegseth and Mike Huckabee and the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson. These people that hold real legislative and executive power that are convinced of Christian nationalism or Christian Zionism or these various branches that all kind of feed into this just dangerous ideology. And I don't like any of it. No, I think it's all dangerous.